Greetings again, fellow saxophonists. Now we're going to look at the slow unison etude, and we're going to kind of take it apart a little bit. We're going to kind of play some phrases, talk about some breath, where the phrase marks and the breath marks need to be, also a couple of special fingerings that we need to use. And just remember that practice slow. I think the most important thing about when we're going to learn the region etudes is to be able to practice slow. And put it to a metronome as soon as you can. You know, go through the etude, get all clean up all whatever the passages are, the notes and how they go. And then once you do that, we need to get it to the metronome. So I'm going to talk to you through today, and I'm going to be actually at 60, which is going to be much slower than the performance tempo that I did at 72. The important thing is that to see that our breathing is consistent. Our breathing is consistent. In the very first line, you see that we're going to take a breath after beat 3 and beat 4 in the second measure. Now, for those of you who are in 8th grade and are going to be in the advanced, I would suggest that we play all of those first 4 measures in one breath. And then we're going to naturally take the breath there in measure 4 on beat on the end of 3. Take a look right now on measures 7 and 8. You see that it's marked as an E sharp, and which is an F natural, and you see it's going to be going back and forth there a couple of times between an F sharp and an E sharp. So you'll be playing an F sharp and an F natural. We're going to be actually going and using the chromatic fingering here. We're going to use the chromatic fingering going from measure 7 into measure 8. We're going to play E sharp, F sharp, E sharp, F sharp, E sharp. But now when we go to the F sharp, we're going to go in measure 9. We're going to play traditional so that we can go to the D. It's impossible to go from the chromatic F sharp to D, okay? So that's one thing we want to mark that in our part. Also in that first part, you'll see that we have some extended notes that we're holding out, half notes, dotted quarters. Make sure that we make this that we hold them all out as long as possible, what the music says, and we're going to have to use vibrato in this. For those of you who are in 7th grade, we'll be talking about what vibrato is in some of our classes or lessons, but make sure that we are using our vibrato whenever we possibly can. I wouldn't suggest to use it on the moving 8th notes or the 16ths, but make sure that we are using it appropriately on the other notes that are extended, okay? So right now I'm going to be playing measures 1 through 16 at metronome marking 60, okay? 1, 2, ready. good. So now as we continue on, we have a change of key here going into 17. So now our C sharps are natural. So we're just going to be playing with F sharp from here till the end. The other thing is make sure that we make a lot with the dynamics. Okay, so you'll see where you see we're mezzo piano, we're forte, we're all over the place. That's what really makes this piece. Okay, that's what makes this piece. And our tone and our sound, so like all those long tones and all those other things that we have done over periods of time is going to really benefit this particular piece. As far as the phrasing is on here, is that our goal would be from measure 17 to measure 20 without a break, okay? You'll hear lots of people take a break at measure 18 between beats 3 and 4. I think that really kind of breaks it up, but if you have to do that, that's okay. But then you'll see that we're going to try to go to 3 and 4 measure phrases from that till the end. Now, if you aren't there yet, it'll be something that we'll work on because we have several months before we're going to be doing the region audition. But we want to keep working towards that. Please be also mindful of any dotted eighth notes. Make sure that they are make sure that they are held out properly for the and you can certainly imitate the way that I've played them. And also at the end on measure 31, you'll see when we get up to that high C sharp, high C natural, is that it's a slight retard there, and then we end and kind of fade away on that E. So we're going to pick it up now at the pickup into measure 17, and we're still at metronome marking 60, okay? 1, 2, 3.